Why are these rappers, artists, singers signing to these bad labels, bad management, bad contracts? I feel like this year a lot of these artists, rappers, singers have been exposing their labels. A lot of them are very talented, but I just feel like what's stopping them is the labels that they signed to, the management that they signed to, the contracts, the slave contracts that they have signed. The contracts just doesn't make any sense. Like, you guys sign yourself to these 360 deals. Once you realize that you've been taken advantage of and you're not getting the money, now you want to negotiate your contract. Why did you guys not read your contracts? You guys signed your life away to these slave contracts, so what did you guys expect? Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl Fats and hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. I hope you guys are having a blessed weekend. I hope you guys are staying safe because it ain't safe out here in these streets. Before we start with this video, please make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification button so you can be notified every time I post a video and y'all do not want to miss my videos. Today's video I'm going to be talking about why are these rappers, artists, singers signing to these bad labels, bad management, bad contracts? I feel like this year a lot of these artists, rappers, singers have been exposing their labels. A lot of these artists feel like they're being mistreated by their labels, by their management, and I'm here to say that, did you guys not think about that when you guys were signing your lives to these bad contracts? A lot of these artists, a lot of these singers, rappers, a lot of them are very talented, but I just feel like what's stopping them is the labels that they signed to, the management that they signed to, the contracts, the slave contracts that they have signed, which is why it's stopping them from advancing their career, stopping them from elevating their career, stopping them from shining in their career. And it's really sad, but at the same time it just goes back to the artists, the rappers, the singers. Why did you guys not read your contracts? And I'm not talking just about small artists, I'm talking about big artists as well. Now, a lot of these small artists, they do get taken advantage of because some of them haven't been in the game for that long. And a lot of the big artists as well, they get taken advantage of because they haven't been in the game for that long and they don't read their contracts. They don't get their lawyers to read their contracts. Recently, we saw Megan. She had a dispute with her management and she wanted to negotiate her contract. And I'm just sat here like, well, why did you not read your contract from the first place? The contracts just doesn't make any sense. Like, you guys sign yourself to these 360 deals and then you don't say anything for a good few years, and then once you realize that you've been taken advantage of and you're not getting the money, now you want to negotiate your contract. It just doesn't work that way, and I feel like it just creates a lot of issues, a lot of problems. You know, you spend a lot of money on lawyers and it's like, no, you should have spent a lot of money on lawyers to sit down with your lawyer to read your contract. The same thing with Cardi B. Cardi B doesn't get paid from her music. She doesn't get money from her music, like, because she has signed her life away to a 360 deal. Now, I'm not saying that Cardi B hasn't got any money. Cardi B has got a lot of endorsements, a lot of deals. You know, she made a lot of money during her tour, but at the same time, she would have made a whole lot of money in her music, but obviously the label is holding that money. And this is from Cardi B's mouth. She doesn't get paid from her music. She hasn't got paid from her music yet because she has signed a 360 deal. And it's like, wow. Like, why do you guys put yourself in that situation? It's the same thing with the Migos. The Migos are signed to QC Control. The City Girls are signed to QC Control. Steph London is signed to these. Steph London is also signed to QC QC control. At the moment, Migos and QC are going for a lawsuit because the Migos haven't been paid from their music either, and they want to negotiate their contract. They're not liking the position that they're in. You guys signed your life away to these slave contracts, so what did you guys expect? With Cardi B, she might get a lot of money from her tour, her endorsement and deals, but then she has to pay a lot of people. She has to pay her team, her publicist, she has to give a percentage to her label, every endorsement and deal that she does, a percentage to her label, and then she's basically left with, I'm not saying she's left with nothing, but she's not left with that much. She's not left with that much money. Not saying that she's left with £300, £400, but she's not left with a lot of money. It's the same thing with Tinashe. Tinashe wasn't signed to QC, but Tinashe was signed to a record label called RCA record label, and back in 2014, 2015, Tinashe was one of them biggest artists. She was doing amazing. Her music was a hit. Like, her album was a hit in 2015. I remember when she came to Birmingham in 2015, she killed the stage. But yeah, it went downhill from then because she was signed to a bad record label. She was signed to bad management. They weren't looking after her. They weren't putting her music out there. They weren't promoting her music. They just wasn't, like, they weren't building her music up. They weren't elevating her career. They weren't elevating her music. And it's like, this is what happens when you sign to a bad record label, to a bad deal, to a bad contract. And I hear that she's now signed to Rock Nation management. So that should be good, because honestly, it's really sad to see Tinashe's career go downhill because she's such a talented artist. A lot of these record labels, management, they take advantage of their artists, and it's not good. And I feel like the best thing to do for your music career is just go independent, or sign yourself to a good management that won't take advantage of you. All these artists, rappers, upcoming singers, upcoming artists, please read your contracts. You don't want your career going down the drain because of bad management, because of bad contracts. It's the same thing that happened with Mario. He came out with what? Let Me Love You, How Do I Breathe? And then did we hear from him after? No, because he was signed to bad label. He was signed to bad management. He was signed to a bad... He signed a bad contract. And we didn't hear from him for a very long time. And I heard that he recorded a whole lot of music and we didn't hear none of it. The same thing with Alexandra Burke. They took advantage of Alexandra Burke. They wanted to whitewash her, make her make a lot of poppy music, even though she wanted to, you know, create Afrobeat music and reggae music and, you know, dancehall music. But instead they wanted to whitewash her. They didn't want her to come out with R&B music. And Rico Love, the producer, he confirmed that him and Alexandra Burke recorded a whole lot of music, but her label, her management didn't want her to release the music. They didn't want her to release the music that she wanted to release. And that's a problem with the labels that you guys signed to. A lot of them won't let you release the music that you want to release. And it's best to just go independent rather than torturing yourself with these bad management and bad labels. And I'm so glad that, you know, Alexandra Burke is doing her thing. She came out with a song with Beanie Man. It sounds like a vibe. They sign their life away and then you don't hear nothing from them. But anyways, y'all, what do you guys think about the video that I just made today? Did you guys enjoy it? Comment below what do you guys think, or anything that, you know, you want to add on to what I said. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like, share, please make sure you like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you on my next video. Bye.